So this is Application Autoscaler dashboard, and you can see this. Okay. And you can just go to referencing app, and under referencing app, you see Autoscaler is now started for this service. Because in our CAPM, so mostly the CAPM project exposes a service, right? And that service is what the developers or any end users are uh, they are going to use this service, correct? So whenever they use this service, automatically the instance will go up and down based on the usage. And you can see that usage in this scaling history. Now currently no one is using. It is an ideal, so you can't see any history here. But here you can see all the history of that. It will show you the time, the status, and how much, whether it has done +1 or -1, that status it will show here. Okay. But as no one is using, and even there is no load on that, so there is no scaling history for that. Okay. But this is how you can link an application and service to Autoscaler. And for that, it is very important. So guys, if you are not going to add the service in this mta.yaml file, then what happens? Always we have to deploy our app, and manually we have to configure that file in this Autoscaler dashboard. That will become a manual process. Okay, so I don't want to do a manual process. So whenever I'm going to deploy my application, and if I do any changes in policy.json file, automatically this file changes will be applied to this service. Now, if you want to see where this policy.json file is, you can just click here on a manage policy option, and you can see this is the file that we have deployed. You see this? Even you have an option to edit this file. Got it, guys? So this is a dashboard for Autoscaler. Now again, admin will know this process. They will do the manage and all the policy and the instance. They will map it. But the concept is clear of Autoscaler, how to add that service in mta.yaml file, and how to create a policy.json file. And once it is done, how you can access the dashboard of Autoscaler. So this instance is nothing but this Autoscaler instance is there. We have to click on this. It will open the application Autoscaler dashboard from the scratch. And within this, you can go to referencing apps, and in that you will find the status of your application and the service. Currently, it is working on only one instance, so it doesn't need to do auto scaling. It doesn't need to increase the instance. And currently, it is working as of now. And if you want to check the scaling history, then we have to click this scaling history icon. It will show all the scaling history options here. Okay, is it clear to you guys?
Avinash, this policy.json is not sensitive, right? We can keep any name.
You can give any name. Yes, you can give
Yep.
any name, but make sure that is a JSON file.
Yep.
Okay, so adding instance in application means like the changes that we did in mta.yaml file and the policy.json file that you created, it's our responsibility only. Okay. Now, once you do the deployment, then managing like how many instances are required, that admin team and security team will monitor. They will monitor and they will see whether application is working slow or not during production. If they find that the application is working slow, so they will try to they can directly go and they can directly manage the instance in they can directly wait. Yeah, they can click this setting icon, they can update here policy.json file from here. If not, they will tell a developers to add that specific change and tell them to deploy again app. Okay, so two ways are there. Either you do it from here or you do it directly from here. I mean, let's say if you don't want to add anything from here, there is one more blog I'm gonna share. So through that blog you can follow, So that will give you a provision to directly bind the specific application to the autoscaler instance. So you don't have to write anything here. You can directly do everything on this cockpit itself. Okay, two ways. Either you go with a configuration based approach in within BS, that is within your CAPM project, or after deployment you can just do all other configurations in the cockpit itself, in autoscaler dashboard itself. Okay, so for that I'm going to share one blog. Using that blog you can follow the steps. Okay, so I think that's it for today, guys. So we just covered two things today. One is autoscaler and second is external service integration. So tomorrow I'm gonna teach you like the file handling part, and then we can see the concept of cross HDI containers, like how you can, if there is one more CAPM project and that contains a table, and that table if you want to reuse in our CAPM project, in another CAPM project, so can we use that or not? That I will explain you tomorrow, and what all process we do for that. Okay, so cross HDI containers. So how you can reuse existing database tables which are present in BTP cloud, how we can reuse that.